turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it. Let's 57 seconds, run.
Pick it up.
54. 57. Here we go. Let's run.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 55.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, set. 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Hey, Echo. Mike 55. Get that quarter. Gone. Check your hot read. Switch. Check. Hey, Sam off.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Bloom looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. Third down here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Bloom. They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw again, Bloom. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Bloom. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And the Texans' first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Hauled in here, Caldwell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's been a long day for you. 5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
From the gun on third, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Hey, Wood. I can't believe they even go.
From the gun on third down. Bloom. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Texans 7, Crusaders 3.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
On 1st and 10, Bloom got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I got you. Shift. Back. Squeeze. Down.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bloom. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Protein spill.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
15 line.
To throw on 2nd down. Bloom. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Crunch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Bloom. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Crusaders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Zoo! Ready? Off
the play fake. Bloom. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Not today, you are. Not today. 4 down, go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. I got him, that's mine. I got him.
Alert!
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Check. 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Past the 20. It's complete to Fuller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And it's a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Let's go, boys.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Bloom. Go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And some room to work. The 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw. Bloom looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Bloom. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll roll him out right, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Reset. 19.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And he gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. Let him go.
Back's mine. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Houston.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
No time now.
Watson off play action. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's going to float this one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
I got it. Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You. Mike 52, Mike 52. Not here.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Motion. Alert.
Watson on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
There you go.
Get it.
Throwing again. Bloom. And now here is another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Holloway, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 20.
49. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to find Caldwell, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here is Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check 26. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Bloom. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to